My people of this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough.
This is the Patriots Prayer Podcast. It's a tremendous show, one of the greatest shows in the history of the world.
This is Bryson Gray, and you are watching the Patriots Prayer.
PPN, you're doing the right thing.
On the Patriots Prayer Network. Thank you all.
PPN on your bumper.
I'm Tom McDonald. This is the Patriot Prayers Network. Check it out. Lots of good TV. Lots of cool people. Tune in. Keep it locked.
I'm the white boy with the middle fingers in the air, dog. We don't give a what. 100 white boys gonna hold me down anywhere, dog. We think that you suck. My Patriots the craziest. They ain't afraid of breaking fists on faces. If you really wanna taste of this, no safety tip. Just aim the stick and spray the clip. I pray you miss, cause if you don't, they gon' go wacko. Automatic gun smoke like tobacco. Never hit a lady, but it's pretty hard to tell if you're a girl or a they, them. There's these, that, those. I ain't never gonna take a knee for the anthem. Smack them. I don't give a damn, can't stand them. Gang full of randoms. Fan with a handgun. Run up in your mansion, leave it all abandoned. I was raised to be brave to the grave. United States, we love the country that they've been corrupting. Go woke and go broker if you ain't awake. My people of this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. American flags. American flags. And every time we pull up, all you...
Welcome, everybody, to the 68th episode of the Cowboys Indians podcast. Ooh. I'm your host, the Native Patriot, but you guys can call me Maurice. And, of course, with me today is my co-host, Steve. How you doing today, Steve?
Bro, I am beyond elated right now. I'm having the most fantastic day, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. How about you?
Yeah, man. There's been a couple things that have happened over the weekend. I know that it was my wife and my 6th anniversary, so that was pretty cool. We went out and celebrated. She kicked my butt bowling. That was not a lot of fun.
I saw that coming across your timeline. I was laughing, dude. Oh, my God. Did you bowl like a 96 or something?
Dude, I am garbage at bowling. It is not great.
So she beat you pretty bad.
Dude, she bowled a 142.
And what did you bowl?
Hold on a second. My dog's barking. Maverick, lay down.
Did you hit triple digits at least?
No.
Oh, God.
I got so close. I got 98. That was my highest one.
Oh, my God. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, bro.
That's
maybe
all right,
you should have used a little bit more white privilege, because that's kind of like a white sport, I think. And just echoed your white privilege, and just you might have got 100.
That's what I was thinking. It's a white man sport. So
what?
White man.
Oh man, that's good, man. I'm glad you guys had a good time. It's really awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. I hear that Tulsi declassified a bunch of information and kind of puts Obama in the spotlight again and all his cohorts. That basically, man, it's like kind of everything that we already knew, but now there's like a paper trail. So,
right.
I don't want to talk too much about it because until arrests happen,
yeah, it's
all just talk.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to see Obama in cuffs. I want to see Susan Rice in cuffs. I want to see James Comey and all of them in cuffs, and Hillary Clinton, all of them. Get them out of there. Send them to Guantanamo.
Anti-commie is correct. Obama is a commie. He needs Jesus. Yes. That Muslim needs to convert to Christianity. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man. I mean, it's kind of the common theme, right? We have a lot of paper trail and a lot of exposure, but we don't have any actual arrest or anything to kind of back it. But I will say that first arrest, man, it's going to spark a fury. And just say maybe Comey or Brennan or Hillary. Oh, hopefully the helicopters don't drop on me. Because you know what happens when you call out Hillary, right? Or Obama or someone of significance, really gets the screws put to them. Then that's going to be when you have that cascading effect. So,
yeah.
Thank you, Tasha.
Yeah.
Jenny, John, you're all awesome.
Thank you all for sharing the stream. We do stream here live on X, live on YouTube, on Rumble at rumble.com/thepatriotsprayer. So Wherever you guys are watching, we appreciate you guys sharing it out. It really, really helps. And
wait, that's law.
Q Broadcasting.
That'd be a good time to bring up the sponsor, and then bam.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just get it out of the way here, because Q Broadcasting, it is a TV streaming service. If you guys wanted to get all the TV channels plus this newer iteration of podcasting, of people being able to share information, they're integrating podcasting with, yes, it's CUE, Q Broadcasting. Really appreciate you guys sharing. Let's give a shout out to our sponsor really quick, and then get into the episode.
Heard of Q Broadcast? It's taking the world by storm. People are cutting the cord to their high cable bills and moving away from streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, and others for something better. Q Broadcast. For just $60 a month, you'll get access to every channel you could ever want, including HBO, Cinemax, and Stars. And the best part? There are no contracts, no hidden fees, and you're free to cancel anytime. With Q Broadcast, you can enjoy streaming live TV, movies, and top series on up to 5 devices at once. Whether you're at home or on the go, Q Broadcast makes sure your entertainment is always at your fingertips. Imagine being able to watch all your favorite channels from anywhere, anytime, without any restrictions. We're talking about thousands of movies, hundreds of TV series, and a huge library of live channels, all in one place. And don't forget video on demand and pay-per-view events. Those are included at no extra cost, so you'll never miss a big event again. Now, take a second and think about your current cable bill. You're probably paying anywhere between $100 and $300 every month, locked into long-term contracts and hit with surprise rate increases. With Q Broadcast, that's a thing of the past. It's just $60 a month. No contracts, no extra fees, no hidden costs, and no price hikes. Why juggle multiple subscriptions like Netflix, Hulu, and cable when Q Broadcast gives you everything you need in one convenient package? People everywhere are switching to Q Broadcast, saving money and getting more content than ever before. So, what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description and sign up for Q Broadcast today. Just $60 a month, no contracts, no hidden fees. It's time to take control of your entertainment and start streaming smarter.
The link is in the description. Now, actually, you know what? I may have to... X doesn't work the same exact way because we do use StreamYard, so I'll actually have to pin the link underneath. You guys can use a QR code, or I guess, yeah, we'll have to do that manually or separately rather. But Q Broadcasting, it is a good streaming service. If you guys, use YouTube TV or any other streaming service like that, you're kind of wasting your money because you can get all the same channels plus more if you join with Q, especially with our link. That really helps. That really helps us out. And you guys, thank you for sharing the stream. Big news today. Last week we had on Joshua Holm.
Correct.
And he's a veteran, and today he took, a big step in his journey, you could say.
One small step for man, one giant steps of leaps for Joshua Holm. I don't know. I'm just making it up. I made that up on the fly, and I was terrible. Sorry.
But check this out, you guys. So, Steve did post this today, and
so I feel like
so Glenn, one of our fellow podcasters here, is.
You want to pause it before we get started?
Yeah. Do you have a little bit more to say about it?
Oh yeah. So we brought Joshua Holm onto our podcast last week, and I just want to let you guys know, if you haven't watched the episode, this guy is the embodiment of what an American warrior is. He doesn't take anything that happened in his life in a negative fashion. He just drives forward, and he pushes through any kind of obstacle in his life. He has absolute perseverance. He lives the Army values still, even though he's been out for a very long time. So Joshua Holm, he was injured 3 times in 2003 when he did the initial surge into Iraq. And he's had a few obstacles along the way. He had a motor vehicle accident, a very severe one, but he became paralyzed 3 years ago. And he wasn't able to walk since then, obviously. But Glenn Baker, he's part of the Patriot Prayer Network podcast network. He got involved with Joshua Home, and they kind of discovered that close to 30,000 veterans are paralyzed from the waist down. So Glenn was working with Joshua, and so there's this new AI exoskeleton that was coming in, that is being brought into the United States from France. They are trying to get FDA approval. The problem is they are very expensive. They are at $150,000. And, you guys might be thinking out there, oh man, well, what is the Veterans Affairs doing? Well, absolutely nothing, guys. So I'm just going to be blunt about it. So it's up to us. And at the end of the live stream today, I was kind of discussing, we don't need government reliance. What we need is the people that are to the left and to the right of us. We have a very strong foundation as a country, and just the love of your fellow man is what is going to push us through. I think his GoFundMe is right at $7,000. It's gone up considerably since our podcast. I think it's close to doubled. I could be wrong.
7,500 right now.
75. Wow, that's incredible. So it jumped up another $300 since I checked it. But anyways, guys, so if you guys can go, I'll let Maurice play the video. But this Joshua is such an amazing guy. I have his number, and we've been texting each other. And I just told him today, I was like, dude, I'm so proud of you. You have a friend for life battle. And he's like, same here. Because, what I've learned over being here on social media for these last couple of years, it's not what you know so much as who you know. I really believe in community, and Maurice here is the host, and I'm co-host with him, and everybody at Patriot Prayer Network. There's a good amount of people out here still in this country that are trying to do the right thing, being God-fearing patriots, wanting to better our country. And man, I'm just so proud of everything the Patriots Prayer Network has done thus far. Not even just being at CPAC or the what was it, Maurice? The Range Day at the Desperado with Donut Operator and Brandon Herrera. But this, I think, is the most important thing that we need to focus on. Our veterans, they have been crapped on for so long by our politicians. How many hundreds of billions of dollars did we send to Ukraine or to take care of illegals? But look, this guy, we're struggling to get this guy $140,000 or $150,000 just so he can walk. He took the oath that he was prepared to sacrifice his own life for this country, and we're struggling to get this. That is what's wrong with America right now. So I'll let Maurice.
So if you guys can, go to givesendgo.com/finish this fight. This money is not for us in any way. We are literally just sharing out the information to get the $150,000 goal to get Joshua his new legs here. So you guys check this video out. This is really, really cool.
And so I was in that thing for hours, back and forth.
And now, mind you, he is paralyzed from the waist down. So this is kind of a first of its kind deal here, where they're testing it out. The technology's made, they're improving it constantly, but this is the first time that he's been able to try it out for the first, since he's been paralyzed. And this just happened today.
Glenn, so excited, man.
Oh, that's so cool. I mean, these are his first steps, and we were able to send Glenn up to New York to be able to record this and document what's going on and actually see his first steps today, which, I mean, man, that warms my heart, being able to see him like this, especially with talking to him last week and feeling the energy that he was exuding, that fighting spirit that really, I mean, it really shows what kind of a warrior spirit he has, just the way he described all of his trials and tribulations that he's gone through, and the way he comes out on the other side, the strength of his character, it really shined through, and seeing him walk today is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, man. To me, he's like a 1776 patriot, and I'm not trying to say he's like a insurrectionist or whatever, but he embodies what the American spirit is: being strong, a strong man, having perseverance and able to understand, you know, what it means to serve this country and what it means to continue to serve this country. Because, you know, Joshua could be one of those people that just sees like all of these injuries as like, okay, like a, oh, woe's me, or, you know, I'm just going to use this as a crutch. He's not. He's using this as a way to speak out to people, because he is also a motivational speaker and a public speaker. So what he does is he takes what he has gone through in life and tries to boost other people and to show them, look, this stuff is not as bad as it seems. Like, it could be a hell of a lot worse. And we can, whatever perseverance or any kind of obstacle that's in your life, you can push through it, because he's doing it right now. Like, if he didn't have that mentality, he wouldn't have been in New York City today, testing out foreign equipment, a foreign AI exoskeleton. You know, it takes a special breed of person to be able to do something like that. And I love that dude, man. He's just amazing.
He actually has his own website. If you guys wanted to see more, not only just go back and watch our previous episode with Joshua Home and Glenn Baker. We had both of them on, but you can go to themanofsteel.com, and it lays out his entire story here. So if you guys wanted to learn more about him as a person, you can go through and check out his entire story, which is really, really cool. And again, Hope, thank you so much for donating. If you guys can, please share out the, not just like a clip of this podcast or anything, but the actual Give Send Go itself, givesendgo.com/finish this fight, so we can get this man, and not only that, so we can get more people inspired to become aware of exactly what's going on, and you know, how we're actually trying to help improve the lives of our veterans that have been paralyzed from the waist down overseas, that have been kind of left in the cold and the dark by our very own government, which is not surprising. I hear that they break a lot of treaties, but you know, that's just what my people told me.
Yeah. Just, what do you mean, my people? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Yeah, man, I totally agree. And like, I made a promo video earlier. It got maybe like 10 or 20,000 views or something like that. But I was just expressing to everybody all the drama that's going on social media between, you know, these I guess, right wingers or these right wing accounts, whatever you want to call them, and the division between the Epstein-Klein list, and just being in like single issue, like we're just going to get fixated on this one thing. Like, look, guys, we need something that's like positive and uplifting, and a really good story, and something that, like, we're not complaining about it online. We're trying to do something. We're trying to make an impact on society. And I think just, I mean, everybody's upset about the Epstein-Klein list and Pam Bondi and all this. Yeah, okay, whatever. But what can you actually do about it besides complain about it online? Complain about it online.
Look how much money the left can raise for some piece of shit like Carmelo Anthony. You know, his family's getting hundreds of thousands of dollars just for being black and being accused of a crime, just on video.
Or even that lady, Shiloh, that brought her kid and dropped the N-bomb, and she got like $700,000. Like, literally, guys, that's like 3 exoskeletons, or maybe 4. I don't know. I'm from Louisiana. My math is terrible. Whatever. But you understand what I'm getting at.
Yes, yeah, absolutely, man. I just
or we could make a meme of Joshua and him holding the exoskeleton in front of him at a Coldplay concert, and we can get major attention for that. You know, like,
it's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
You should. Dang.
I got some, Photoshop skills. I could try that.
Right. A lot of people probably won't understand it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, man. Well, like, what do we say all the time that you're supposed to embody the values you wish to see in this world. And one of the things that I want to see is I want to see a community helping each other again. I want to see people getting together and doing great things. You know, America became great because of great people doing great things, not just for themselves, but for the country as a whole. They would sacrifice everything they ever had. I mean, look at the founding fathers. They wrote their names down on the Declaration of Independence, knowing that they were sacrificing not just themselves, but their families. I mean, it was everything. So, if you guys can, please donate. If you are not in a financial position to donate to it at all, please share out the givesendgo.com/finish this fight. Texting from LA, no wonder your math is bad. Oh, well, I guess Louisiana. Yeah.
Yeah, not Los Angeles, no.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
it's a little confusing.
That live stream was really amazing, man. I was sitting backstage. I'm not even gonna lie, I was tearing up, bro. Just because, like, I'm a Purple Heart recipient and grifter online, but I do understand, what it means to put yourself out there for your nation, to sign a piece of paper saying, yes, this could be my death warrant. Just depending on the situation. So, just my platform now, I just have that passion and that drive to help out veterans. There was one veteran actually on X that was stating that PTSD, that he was having issues, and I quoted his post. I followed him, and he reached out to me today, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm feeling a little bit better." And I told him, "Look, because the way veterans are, it's almost that mindset. If you haven't been there, I don't want to talk to you about it." So I just informed that gentleman that, hey, look, I am a Purple Heart recipient, and I deployed to both combat areas, but I haven't heard back again. But he is doing better, and he's well. But that in itself, it just kind of encapsulates what the issues we're having in this country. Whether it be, the exoskeletons where we're trying to get veterans to actually walk again, but also the mental health crisis that a lot of veterans still struggle with. The 22 a day, and that number is probably double, if not triple, on veteran suicide. And it's really tough. So, but at the end of the day, what I'm trying to do and trying to use my platform for is, to obviously speak truth to power, but also to assist veterans when necessary.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing, man. And Hope, she said, I showed my mom the video. She said it was cool while I was crying. It was amazing. Thank you, Hope, for sharing it around. I really, really appreciate that. Mm-hmm. So it's we got good news on the horizon, though. We're starting to raise some money. $7,500. It's not nothing. So, I appreciate all you guys donating and sharing and doing everything you can to help this gentleman out here, and hopefully we can start a movement and get more veterans these the ability to walk again. I think it's just awesome, and special thanks to Glenn Baker for bringing attention to this incredible cause. And like I said, he's pulled money out of his own pocket to fly to go up to New York and to film it and to promote this. So yeah, this is what we're doing here. This is grifting. So
right, making it.
Kami, you're awesome.
So what I want, man, like, to be quite honest, I want, like, what we're doing right now to be an inspiration to everybody else, because we're kind of doing this thing with Joshua and all this other stuff and trying to build up like these like grassroots funding organizations. I don't know. I'm trying to think off the fly, but I'm trying to motivate people out there to do something. It could be, I don't know, quilting for veterans, or I'm just like, literally, like do something. Like there's something you can contribute, even if it's not even for veterans. If it's something for bettering your country, joining a local GOP or whatever, or just getting out there and putting yourself out there and pushing forward, because this country is not going to change being complacent. You have to do something, and it can't just be like 100 of us. It has to be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of us, pushing forward and trying to better our country. That is the only way it's going to change.
You know who I get my advice from, Steve?
Me, of course. No, I'm kidding. Who?
Nah, Harry Sisson.
Oh, God. I saw that.
Here, he says, if these MAGA fanboy losers at the gym or went outside, maybe they wouldn't feel so bad about themselves and would stop taking their insecurities out on other people. Look at it, he's ripped. He's a solid 130 pounds, maybe 140. I'm not sure. But it looks like he forgot leg day entirely. And his right arm looks, it doesn't match up here.
Dude, I take bigger dumps in the morning, okay? I don't know why. So, like, okay, for people like this, like sometimes occasionally I'll post like when I'm going to the gym and say like Maha or something. But people that do this so aggressively, they're covering something, right? Remember when Harry Sisson was posting like that picture of I'm going out, MAGA hates this, and it's an alleged hand of a lady that's around his arm with like painted nails or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And people were mocking him. They like zoomed it out. And it was that the transgender congressman. Have you seen that photo?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember.
They did a great job editing that. But I mean, look at this, man. He posted this like 5 hours ago. He's already got 1.1 million views. So he does a great job at like
baiting.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely rage bait. And yeah. I comment, like, I've had him muted for months and months. Yeah. And for some reason, I don't know if somebody else quote tweeted him or something, but I clicked on it and I was like, oh my God, like, no. Oh, but it is. Oh, it's MAGA does also act like that. Yeah, everybody does, man. And
what is that? Is that
he said MAGA does
Toft?
Doesn't MAGA also does that? Oh yeah, act tough.
No, he's trying to say tough. I'm just messing with his.
Yeah, it's one of those things that like, the left is really really good at rage baiting like this, and it really draws people in. And at the same time, it's like, I don't think that he could do the work that like I do physically. I don't think it would be physically possible. Like he can go to the gym and he can lift, and he doesn't look very big at all. But it's so different knowing that. I mean, all of my coworkers and the friends I grew up with, they're all very capable men,
right?
And I just know that somebody like that, yeah. Like at 14 years old, I was out bucking hay. I'd go over to the east side and we'd be bucking alfalfa hay, which is like 100 and something pounds per hay bale that we had to throw up on the back of a truck. So
yeah,
that wasn't as fun. But around here, we don't really have that very much. But
I mean, South Louisiana, like, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Well,
am I delayed?
It's just slightly, not as bad as you were that one time, but yeah, I grew up doing construction. I grew up working outside. I was bucking hay, and like, I'm not the toughest guy out there. I know that for a fact. I'm not even I'm not as fit as I used to be, but I don't think I'm weaker than I was. I don't think I'm middle aged yet. How old do you have to be middle aged?
I would say 40s. Sounds 40s?
Fair. All right.
Yeah, okay, I just got retard strength, so that's just me. No, man, I know it's
retard strength.
Yeah, I don't like. So traditionally, if people have to boast and post about it online, like an excessiveness, it kind of means like, okay, well, what's really going on in your life? It kind of raises up a red flag, right? If you have to try to sell it to people, then to me, it's like disingenuous.
Yeah, I could see that. Well, and
it's kind of like, okay, so wait, hang on. So it's kind of like Facebook. You ever had Facebook? Like back in the day?
Yeah, years ago.
Okay, so like people would always check into the gym. Like you can put like, this is my location. Checked in at Anytime Fitness or Snap Fitness or whatever. And like I would make a joke. It's like if you don't tag yourself in and you didn't actually go there, because you have to be within that location to tag yourself there. Right. And it kind of feels like this is what's going on with X, where people are just being so like overly dramatic, like, oh yeah, I just lifted 600 pounds or something. You know what I mean? It just seems like just so disingenuous, just kind of how Facebook is.
Well, it feels like he got new marching orders to be more manly, right? Because they hired that fat chick. I don't remember her name.
Juliana, Olivia Juliana.
Something like that, yeah.
In Houston.
To appeal to young men, right? And that clearly didn't work because I believe they just fired her recently, or they stopped paying her money because she wasn't. Believe it or not, she wasn't appealing to young men. Surprised.
Maybe she had a back order on Ozempic or something. I don't know. I don't know.
But now it seems like Harry is trying to be a little bit more masculine and show like a different side, because before the election and when they were promoting Kamala Harris, it was all about like the beta boy simp energy is what he was putting out, and now he's like, I'm going to the gym, and maybe MAGA should go outside and go do something manly.
Or grass MAGA.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, dude. We've been outside. We've been the ones holding together all the infrastructure that you see out there. Yeah, that's the MAGA folk. And, some holdover Democrats that like only watch mainstream media news. But for the most part, the middle class, the plumbers, the electricians, the tire guys, the mechanics, the overwhelming majority of them are MAGA because we're the ones out here actually doing, not being grifters online. Yeah. Yeah. We're out there grifting our way into fixing this country every single day, Right. So thank you again for sharing the stream. That's the only way we grow, guys. We don't have a ton of advertising money. It is strictly just word of mouth. As you can see, we're just two grifters here trying to make our way in this world. So.
Two ugly grifters up here. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that reminds me. I got to pull up my other PC. So
look better. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, what was that post today?
Which one?
I can't even pull it out because I have to pull out my other PC and like take pictures off the hard drive because I download years ago I deleted my Facebook, right? But like in high school and shortly after high school I had a Facebook. But I made a post today and somebody was talking shit saying that I was claiming that I used to be compared to what's that Twilight guy's name? Jacob.
Oh, yeah. Right? Oh, the werewolf guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I was gonna bust out a picture when I was like 18 and I had a 6-pack and I was all, fit and shit. So, but I was 165 pounds, mind you. I wasn't very big, but yeah, I was like, why would I just claim that randomly and not I have a reason for it, but he called me like a mix between like a meth head and something else. And I was
oh my God,
that what? I don't know. It was good, but I'll do that a little bit later tonight. I got my old PC there that I just need to hook up and download all the files onto,
Mo,
send it via email.
Is it because both of you have semi-brown skin?
He had very brown.
Are you a target?
Probably. Yeah, I think it was talking about the Redskins because Trump finally made this post about the Redskins saying that they should change the name back. And
true.
There's a whole bunch of people that are like, oh, are my groceries cheaper now? I was promised cheaper groceries. Is this going to help fix the groceries? And it's like, you guys.
They didn't care about that beforehand. So.
Yeah, all of a sudden now they're caring about it now that Trump is talking about anything else. It's like, okay. But he posted, he said the Washington whatevers should immediately change their name back to the Washington Redskins football team. It's big clamoring for this. Likewise, the Cleveland Indians, one of the 6 original baseball teams with a storied past. Our great Indian people in massive numbers want this to happen. Their heritage and prestige is systematically being taken away from them. Times are different now than they were 3 or 4 years ago. We are a country of passion and common sense. Owners, get it done. This to me is beautiful because it has been exactly what I've been saying for years, that there has been a cultural genocide happening, not just in Native Americans, but they have been targeted in a specific way. But you look at Aunt Jemima, you look at Uncle Ben's, you look at Red Manchu, that's gone. Savage Arms, their mascot's gone. Mia, Land O'Lakes, the Redskins, Chief Two Guns, White Calf, and all of these minorities have been disappeared from our culture, right? Washington State, through House Bill 1356, I think it is, they made it illegal for anybody to have any school to have mascots or iconography that is similar to Native Americans, unless you're directly tied to a tribe. The middle school I went to, we used to be the Warriors, right? They had a chief and a headdress, and we were called the Warriors, which I thought was amazing. I was the only Native American in the school. But
so you're the mascot, bro.
Awesome.
School mascot. 100%.
Yeah, but now they're not. They're not the Warriors anymore because it's literally illegal to have that. It's bullshit.
Dude, I really want like my hometown, the Caucasians. Let's do it. Or the Whiteys. Or the Honkies. Or the Crackers. I would love it, dude. Let's be like ultra like non-PC from now on with mascots.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Dude, how awesome would that be? Be like, you good? Be like,
yeah,
the Crackers versus the Wetbacks. Let's do it.
My quarter cracker son. Or no, he's 3/4 cracker.
Hey, it's a kid. It's
cracker.
It's a cracker. Come on, man.
What's up, buddy?
He's awesome.
Yeah, this is my son Raylan.
What's up, buddy?
Yep.
Hey.
Yep.
I will teach you that.
Yeah.
What's your name, dude?
He can't hear you. I got earpieces in.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Say bye. Or not.
Bye.
I'm gonna go walk him out. You entertain the crowd for really.
Oh my gosh! Do I need to do a little jig or a little Trump dance?
Do a little, yeah. Here. Talk about. I got this pulled up. I'll play this really quick.
Okay.
Boom! Check this out.
CBS just canceled the Late Night with Stephen Colbert, just days after Colbert took a swing at his own network for settling with Trump. Listen.
This kind of complicated financial settlement with a sitting government official has a technical name in legal circles. It's big fat bribe. This all comes as Paramount's owners are trying to get the Trump administration to approve the sale of our network to a new owner, Skydance. Some of the TV typers out there are blogging that once Skydance gets CBS, the new owner's desire to please Trump could put pressure on late night host and frequent Trump critic Stephen Colbert.
The network claims it was a purely financial decision, and Colbert's last show will be next spring.
You got okay.
Mm-hmm.
The financial decision that they're talking about, by the way, it cost $100 million to run that show per year.
Wow.
They were operating at a $40 million loss per year.
Oh, let me guess. Maybe Pfizer and them started dropping them off. Remember that whole the vaccine dance that he did during 2020, where it was, I forgot the context behind it, but it was like they were all dressed up as like syringes and all that stupid crap. And maybe Big Pharma isn't backing them anymore. I wonder.
Yes. Do you remember this? The vaccine.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do remember this. He became a propaganda outlet. This is okay. This just shows the way that our culture has crumbled, right? That they're not creating, like, late night shows are supposed to be funny. They're supposed to be,
a break. A break from the news cycle, man. There's just like, let's just make fun of people, celebrities and all this stuff and not worry about the news so much. But it's like a propaganda arm now, dude.
It's not like a propaganda arm. It definitely is a propaganda arm.
Right.
It's very specifically a way to, I guess, regurgitate the mainstream news with like slight jokes thrown in there, and then basically a human laugh track in the background, because they didn't have a laugh track per se, but they would hold up signs and tell people when to laugh. And so it kind of is.
Well, they have that like electronic sign or whatever. It lights up, laugh or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren chimes in. Where's my Cabbage Patch Friday episode? LMAO.
Hey, I'll tell you what. We are going to have an episode this Friday. It is Conspiracy Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, with a special guest. I think you guys may know him. He just came out with a popular song last Friday. His name is Tom McDonald. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him, but he's
who is that? I know he's old McDonald, but Tom McDonald, who is that?
Yeah, fairly well known artist. You know, made a great song. It's selling a bunch of white boy T-shirts, which I think would go good with my Caucasian shirt. So I was trying to figure out which one to get. You know, if I should get the cracker one or if I should get the, you know, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different merch, like T-shirts and stuff that he came out with, and I was like, I should definitely get one of these. You know, but then I kind of realized, I was like, this is why they call me Uncle Tonto. You know,
dude, honestly, that is a perfect T-shirt. We need to start our T-shirt line, bro. I've got so many ideas, many.
Get good at, or at least, you know, shoot me an idea over, and I'll make it on Photoshop, and then I'll reach out to some T-shirt companies.
Rock.
See if we can get it going.
I have a T-shirt company already, bro. We need to talk after this. This could be good.
Yes. Yeah. I'll do like the Washington, you know, Redskins, except for it'll be like my face instead of Chief Two Guns White Calf. You know?
Look at that.
And then you could be like the Texas Cowboys.
Sorry, Colbert. It's going to have to be on back order for now. But yeah, we could do something really good. I got some really good ideas, bro. Really good. Oh my God. Oh, you gonna pull that up? Oh, that is such an excellent T-shirt idea. But it wouldn't appeal to many because not many survived. Ooh, that was morbid.
Well, I mean, if in all reality, like how many natives do you think died on the Trail of Tears? I'm not saying this to diminish you know, what happened, or what kind of atrocities happened. I'm just saying, like, as far as like human history goes, and the genocides that have taken place across the world, including communism or the Holodomor, where, you know, 12 million Christians, or you know, 12 to 20 million Christians were starved to death. How many do you think died on how many Native Americans do you think died on the Trail of Tears? Troll, that's beautiful.
And we can put a link to our sponsor.
Oh, that'd be great.
Sorry, guys. I did not mean to like totally lose him. That was so amazing. Whew. I need to DM you, Troll. I'm sure you've got the best T-shirt ideas. Sorry,
just
but
the
anyway,
most offensive
to your
T-shirts.
point, honestly, I'm really not. I'm pretty ignorant about how many people died on the Trail of Tears. To be quite honest,
it was like 4,000 to 6,000.
Okay, so comparatively to like the Holocaust,
some estimates
Irish
say as high as 20.
Okay, so even the people in Ireland, there were more people that died in that genocide with the potato famine and all that stuff, comparative to the Trail of Tears. So yeah,
it's one of those things that like yeah, it was not good. And a lot of the times they use that as like a cudgel to make Native Americans feel like a victim, as opposed to contributing to the foundation of this country and all the contributions that Native Americans made in order to help this country become as great as it was, become the powerful world force,
the foundation of the Constitution.
Yes, yeah, the Iroquois Confederacy. I mean, all the contributions are just tossed aside because of the conflicts between the Americans and the natives. It's just all tossed aside. It's like, you know what? Blankets full of smallpox. I mean, yeah, there was a little bit of that, but in all reality, most of the diseases they got were from the livestock they were trading with the Europeans.
Right.
I mean, that's what it was. It was livestock that was introduced to them, and it wiped out a lot of them. But it wasn't like biological warfare where they were intentionally introducing new sicknesses to the Native Americans. It was, you know, it's just one of those things that like it's yeah. See, Grok estimates suggest 10 to 20,000 Native Americans died during the Trail of Tears, with around 4,000 Cherokee deaths being commonly cited figure. Okay, so that may be 4 to 6,000 Cherokee deaths is the number that I had, and then 10 to 20,000 overall. Which, you know, I mean, that's not good. There's a lot of bad in that, but it shouldn't be used to make a Native American today feel bad about the founding of this nation, because believe it or not, everybody, and I mean everybody, their ancestors did atrocious things. That is part of human history. You're muted, Steve.
It's always been about conquering and taking over land throughout history. I do want to give a shout out to Ken Wallace. He says, "What's up, gentlemen?" Using that word very loosely. I love Ken. He's good. And then
I'm a gentleman to my wife. You know, I still open her door. I make sure to get. I bring a 4-foot ladder everywhere, so that way she can get in and out of my truck. So, that's gentleman-like.
What do you feel about this, Mo?
Let's see. Hope says my mom gets offended when people talk about Indians because she's Native American. Okay. So I was actually asked that today. They're like, "Do you get offended by the word Indians?" And I'm like, as long as people aren't referencing me as to being like a dot Indian and not a feather Indian,
H1B Indian.
Yeah. Like then I would take offense to it. I'd be like, hey, you know.
Another T-shirt idea. I am not an H1B visa Indian.
Yeah, and then just have like me in my headdress there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
see,
dude, why are we coming up with such great ideas live? like after we get off the show, I'll be like, sun's out, guns out, or something. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I say your wife is so cool that Tate wouldn't like her. I got blocked by both the Tates, or what the hell's her name? Is it
Andrew.
Yeah, Tristan Tate and then
Tristan
the other one.
And
Andrew, yeah. Yeah, they apparently I called him out too much. I don't know exactly what set him off, because Tristan Tate used to follow me.
Yeah.
And then I must have said something wrong. I must have said that, their entire lifestyle is horrible, and I think the exact opposite of what I want to promote as for like society. You shouldn't, your mindset shouldn't be get money or make money, get laid, and then die. Like that's a horrible mindset. And I just so they ended up both blocking me, and I'm like, well, fine. I don't.
So like you and PDB have like this, I guess this confrontation with the Tates. And I'm like over here, I'm just like everybody operates their social media differently, right? You're like God, marriage, children, Christ and things like that. And PD's along the same lines. But I'm just over here I'm just over here eating popcorn, watching all this stuff going on. And I'm just like trying to demolish a deep state, on my thing and veteran outreach. So everybody has like a different take or whatever, So, I mean, respect to everybody. Like the Tates both follow me, Tristan and Andrew, and dude, I got some wild follows. Like it's just like Christy Swanson, Brett Favre, Buffy
Brett
the
Favre
Vampire
follows you. I'm a little jealous of that.
You ever watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the original movie?
Dude, what do you think I am? Middle-aged? Come on.
Okay, fair enough. Young engine. I'm gonna call you Young Blood.
Young Blood.
Jordan said John Cena follows me along with like 700 million people.
He does follow a lot of people.
I know.
I wonder if John Cena follows me.
I hope he doesn't. Well, you know what?
Wait, dude, I don't even follow him. But he follows me though.
Oh my gosh. But guess what? He follows you. But
1 million people. He follows 1 million people. Yeah.
You heard?
Wow, that's wild. I just don't like his his whole take on the China thing. You remember him coming out and apologizing for mentioning Taiwan, and he started speaking in Chinese, Mandarin. Yeah.
And everybody was making the jokes about
so
John
sorry.
like with the XIENA, John Cena.
Oh wow, that's gay, but kind of cool.
Look, Ken coming out here to simp. Terrible follows me because of Steve. I owe Steve my entire existence. Don't even put that on the screen. Oh my gosh, that's so hilarious. Ken's awesome. I was on his show last week, actually.
Oh really?
Yeah, he has a podcast called Breakthrough Walls. His name is Kenneth Walls, and I was on his show, and we talked about him in military service and things like that. Really cool guy. If you guys want to follow him at Real Ken Walls.
I'm just trying to read through the comments here. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anybody. What's more of that House on the Hills? Oh, see,
it's a fun podcast. I love this.
Yeah, this is good. I had a point earlier with this Colbert show, in how our culture has just kind of, it's like they're not inventing new things. There's, you know what? I actually can't pull that up. Never mind.
JD Vance, like
Heather. Oh my gosh,
look at that! Oh, I love her. She's so awesome. Heather Enders.
Yeah, it's Liberty Valkyrie. Make sure you guys give her a follow. She is awesome, and eventually she's going to start a podcast whenever she can.
From what I hear, maybe her and Queen Anti-Commie. Maybe. Rumor mill is building. That'd be awesome.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. This is what I like about this podcast. We do talk about like relevant topics and, foundational things for America, but also I think like what makes our podcast unique is we really interact with our audience, and we like to bring people up. So it's like a Patriot spotlight type thing. And I think that's what kind of America's missing, kind of just like the wholesomeness, or just kind of like the togetherness. Like, we can only boost our podcast as far as the people that support us, and we want to bring them and elevate them along with us.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is the whole thing. Originally I came out, and I wanted to start like
the you came
Patriots. When I came onto the scene as
cool.
In social media, right?
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I wanted to start the Tribe of Patriots, which I kind of adopted the Patriots Prayer Network and everything like that. But, I still really believe that, it does take a tribe in a lot of ways in order to function as a nation. One of the ways I remember, I used to get a lot of grief for this. I don't so much anymore because, I mean, maybe I do. I just don't see it. But a lot of people will say that, you can't be a true veteran or a true patriot unless you serve this country. And in a way that always bugged me, because like, you won't say that your heart isn't important because it doesn't think like your brain. Right?
Correct.
Like in order for a nation to function, you're going to need the red blood cells, which, transports oxygen throughout your body, but they're the truckers of the country. And it almost looks like, the way the roads are spread out, it's like veins going throughout the country, and they're transporting goods. And then you're going to need people to take care of those trucks. And then you're going to need, it takes all of these different steps. And I think with me working behind the scenes for so long as well, it's taught me a great appreciation for everything that functions that I don't see, right? Like, you just go into an airport and like shit just works. Right, you just hop on a plane and go, and you're across the country in a day, and it just works, right? But it doesn't work for no reason. It's because there's a ton of people behind the scenes helping make it work.
Absolutely.
And so, like, yes, veterans are incredibly important, and especially the ones that we've kind of abandoned, that have served overseas and then became, they lost the ability to walk, which is, why I've always supported veteran causes, but I don't believe that in order to be a patriot, you have to serve. But yeah, that used to be a big art. Like, I used to get grief for that all the time, because I'd post pictures of me holding a gun or something. They're like, "No, you're just LARPing." I'm like, "No, I'm exercising my Second Amendment right." Like, what do you mean? Yeah. You're talking on social media. You're exercising your First Amendment right. I'm using my First Amendment to exercise my Second Amendment right, which is owning a weapon. And yeah, I never really understood that. But
oh my God, the chat's blowing up right now, man. I mean, we have 6 minutes left, but I can go for another 30 if you want. I'm good. I mean, I'm jobless, bro. Like. I feel Friday, like, you ain't got no job, you ain't got to do. We're on a Christian broadcasting network, so I can't curse. And we've been doing a really good job at that, Mo. I just want to point that out. We're
doing great.
I don't think we have cursed once this entire episode. I'm proud of me and you.
Well, I can't guarantee that we didn't, because maybe it just slipped through without either of us.
Yeah, like an accidental whoops.
Yeah, it could be something. I think I may have said, you know what? I'm just going to assume we didn't, and we're going to stick with.
Okay,
that.
there we go. Yeah, let's let's do it, but let's pretend we didn't or something like that.
Yeah. I should get a participation trophy for this. Come on.
I'm gonna make you one. I promise. Once I have the financial ability to do that, I will. But anyways, so yeah, come back to what you say about serving in the military, and that's like the demarcation line of being a patriot. That's not true, man. It's people that respect the Constitution, love this country, and have the ability to do something for this country. So, like for people that served, obviously they signed a dotted line and they actually did something, but there are people over there that are voicing their opinions. They're speaking truth to power. They're joining grassroots organizations. They are getting banned on social media just because of speaking their voice. To me, that's a patriot too. That there is no like, oh my gosh, I'm a level 3 patriot of the United States of America. You don't level up on patriotism. Patriotism is just an idea and what you embody and what you believe America can be, right? So people that are tuning in on this podcast, obviously, in my opinion, they're patriots because they believe in what we believe in as well. And we're all combined. We're creating our own little army or a tribe of patriots that are actually wanting to do something to make our country better.
Yeah, and I mean one of the things that I tend to harp on all the time is the complacency that we've experienced and in our society, which has kind of led to this cultural downfall, marriage rates plummeting, people not wanting to have kids. I mean, a lot of that has just been comfort and complacency.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, abortion in a lot of ways is promoted for convenience reasons. You won't be able to travel as much and you'll have a harder time making money and
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is, but it's just complacency and people don't want to give up the comfort of their own life, even though a lot of the journey in having kids and struggling through those hard times, I mean, those are some of the most important moments of your life in general. Like you don't really need to have a ton of money to have kids. I remember my first kid I had at 21 years old. I was a little young buck, right? And
young engine.
Yeah. Well, my family all came together and they got him just all these toys. So he had just an abundance of toys, which I was like, that's really cool. I didn't have this when I was a kid. Like we were broke when I was a kid, like top ramen every night for years, right?
At least you had top ramen.
Yeah, man. It was great.
Like low ramen.
Yeah. But like, okay. But my mom, like I remember one time specific, I may have already said this a while ago, but there was one story in particular that I remember when it was winter time. My mom was super, like we were poor, right? And she was driving to drop us off, and she was going to her job. It was like late at night, but it was snowing outside, and the car died, and my mom at like 97 pounds. Okay. She's 5'3". She was under 100 pounds at the time.
Yeah.
She like, we had to walk a couple miles in the snow and she would pick me up when I got tired. And then when my sister got tired, she would set me down and then pick her up. And so she was just alternating back and forth, picking up us kids as we were walking in the dark, in the snow, in the middle of winter to go get dropped off at my aunt's house. And I still remember that to this day. I was like 3 or 4 years old. I was very, very young, but I remember that the way that she was able to overcome those things. And I never felt like I was poor, right? Like my mom loved me. And like when she made dinner, I was excited. I was like, yes, top ramen. She's like, yeah, here you go. I mean, it was like I never felt poor.
But this is the difference. I think we discussed this maybe on our last week during the podcast, is a difference between, money or I forgot the two terms, but one was like essentially money and then wealth. So wealth is much different than being like, filthy rich and wealth. Maybe were the two things. And your mother showed you what it was meant to be wealthy, because money doesn't matter when you're wealthy, when you have a stable home and you have parents that are actually there and want to, show you the greater things in life. Right. And I believe you also stated something when you were going through cancer and you were 13 or 14 years old, and all the people that were around you. I don't want to paraphrase, but I want to let you kind of explain, to everybody what, in my opinion, that's when you discover what wealth is with family.
Yeah. So when I was 14, I got diagnosed with cancer. It was a very aggressive form of thyroid cancer, and so I had to get pulled out of school and go through radiation treatment and all that. But I never felt like I never felt alone, because the friends and family that I had all came around and supported me and rallied, and they always had a very positive attitude when they were around me. And so that it really it helped me refocus what was actually important in life, because I don't ever remember them getting me gifts, although I'm sure that some did. They probably brought gifts, but I do remember them showing up, and I do remember them hugging me and saying, "I love you, and you're gonna get through this, and you're strong," whatever it is. But I remember them showing up, and that was the most important thing to me. And so that kind of shifted my perspective on what's important in life. And for me, not to chase like a materialistic life, which I haven't, like I don't make very much money, but we have an amazing home. I have an amazing and loyal, dedicated wife who is my favorite person on earth. I mean, I got 2 little kids, but they're secondary to her.
Right.
I love them. I love them to death. But my favorite person on earth is my wife.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, it reset what I want in life and what I know is going to last through any kind of downfall, any kind of financial hardship that I have. I know that my wife is going to stick through me. If I lost my job and my X account got canceled and all my sponsors left me for some reason, I would have my wife. We'd live under a bridge together, right? She would stick by me no matter what. And so I show her that same kind of dedication, that I'm going to give everything I have to build a life. So like the life that I'm going to have with her, the life that I have with her, and the life I'm going to have with her is so unique that it cannot be built by yourself. No matter what you do in life, you cannot have a unique relationship, or you can't do it by yourself. You can't create the life that potential that's there to create with one other person that you build up through 50, 60 years of dedicated marriage to each other. It's my goal in life. And I hope that I can spread that awareness. Traditional Sarah says, consumerism and materialism is a huge driving part of the destruction of the nuclear family. It really is, because and this is the goal of the World Economic Forum and the liberal world order,
the globalist ideas.
Yes, they want you to own nothing and be happy, and you're not going to be. You may be temporarily happy, but there's a big difference between happiness and fulfillment. Like my wife and I, we do not chase happiness. Like it is your right to pursue happiness, but we don't chase happiness. Happiness is a byproduct of what we're building together. Happiness is a byproduct of us serving each other, of her being a dedicated stay-at-home mom to take care of our children, to take care of the household, and to, yes, cook my food, right? So she's in the kitchen, she's barefoot in the kitchen making dinner, and then she serves it to me. And that is in a way her service to our family, right? And I provide everything as far as like the financial side. I'll provide everything for her, and whatever she wants, I'm going to get her. If she wants a vacation, I'm going to work to save up money to take her on a vacation. And if she wants, she doesn't really want a whole bunch of material things, but when she does, she can get it. Yeah, it's fine. I bought her a new car, right?
Check this out. Man, I love Mike Engelman. So he just offered everyone a follow for sharing this podcast. That was so sweet of him, from Hope. Yeah, Mike is such a great dude. I have his phone number. We talk all the time. Such an amazing patriot.
This is also an important point that Jordan brought up here, is that happiness is a byproduct of Christ likeness. And let's see, let's see if I can pull this picture up really quick to show you guys. I didn't save it, son of a gun. Well, my wife and I got married in church, and we weren't as we didn't declare ourselves to be Christian at the time, but we were spiritual. We were on our journey, like, back to Christ, but marriage used to be a covenant between you, your spouse, and God, right? It was the Holy Trinity. And it's something that then you can be fruitful and multiply and creates something incredibly special and unique. It is, it's completely lost amongst our culture today, because you have influencers like Andrew Tate, okay, that just constantly and plus all the propaganda in the 90s and the early 2000s about how bad marriage is, plus the way that divorce rates have happened and favored the moms and favored financial support for the moms.
That is not spoken about enough, brother.
It's really not. And I mean, they tilted the courts, all of the justice system tilted towards divorce being better for the mom, which of course incentivized a lot of women, like, to actually divorce their husbands. Like, if they weren't feeling happy at the time, if they went through a rough patch with their husband and they're like, I don't feel like I get enough attention, then they would just divorce. And, like, yes, that's a serious problem. Like, trying to incentivize your wife to stay with you. I do blame men in a lot of ways for their complacency, for the way that they have been a failure to lead. Like, the further we break away from Christ, the further the higher divorce rates will get, because the man is not the leader. And I have this argument all the time. The man is not the leader of his house. The man is the leader of his spouse. That's what it says in the Bible. If you are to be the leader of your spouse, then you are to, like, everything that you do has to be in service of your family and your wife specifically, which doesn't mean that you get to get complacent, and it doesn't mean that you take a step back and you say, happy wife, happy life, right? Like, I used to say that, and then I realized that it was completely wrong, because in my first marriage, I married my high school,
I guess.
Yes. Well, it has, like, you have to be able to make this distinction. In my first marriage, I married my high school sweetheart for a very short period of time, because we had a kid out of wedlock. And so I married her, and I never stood up for myself properly. I didn't lead her, right? I wasn't a good leader yet. That's just what it was. And so I thought that if I got her flowers and if I took her on dates sometimes, like, that was enough. Right. And it wasn't, because she led with her heart and her feelings, and it ripped everything apart. And so I changed, and now my wife and I are extremely happy, and we just celebrated our 6th anniversary, which is amazing. Been with her for 9 years. Right. So 6 years married, 9 years together. And I wish that I could help everybody else get a marriage like mine, because it's amazing. And I want more people to experience marriage as opposed to seeking one night stands or short-term relationships, or believing that being a boss bitch is dang it.
Got you. Dinger.
Or being solo is the way to go, because it's not, and marriage. I mean, you know what, we should do an episode on this, of like the current dating scene, because I've heard some horror stories. And there's a lot of, YouTube videos out there. I know that Shoe on Head makes a couple good videos about the modern dating life, and how just boss babe. Thank you.
Yeah, I was about to put that up. There you go. Boss babe. There we go. But so this is all by design. And we've seen this for decades now. What they're trying to take masculinity away and femininity away, and how children are supposed to be subservient to their parents. They're just trying to pick apart the nuclear family. And the further away you get from what your body or your aura or your soul or just the generic makeup of what a man is and what a woman is, the further you break away from that, on top of getting away from God and following Christ, the worse off you're going to be. So you see a lot of these couples that where the women have to take the masculinity role and the beta males are like, it's completely flip-flopped and it never works. Never.
Not long term. Okay, so Zen Firebird here, he says, your main problem is due to gender norms from the past. Men were painted as a breadwinner and the women are the caretaker. Men are stronger. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what you're saying with this. Like, I know like your point overall, but I do want to say that we know for a fact humans have been around, like modern day humans have been around for like 200,000 years. Okay. So we'll
allegedly
well, they found,
I know.
I'm
just kidding.
Bones.
I'm just bringing up like a
200,000
conspiracy.
years.
I got tinfoil right there.
Okay. Birth control has been around for what, 60 years now? So out of 200,000 years, this much women have had this kind of ability to not get pregnant.
Correct.
By sleeping with somebody. So this sexual freedom that we've been enlightened with, I guess you could say, that breaking the human tradition of reproduction, it's separating sex from reproduction.
Yes.
Is very, very new. And you can already see that it's gone off the rails completely. And
right.
So when you say gender norms, it's like, okay, yeah, there's the Christian, like when
like
you can think of like the Christian way, but humans have been around for hundreds of thousands of years. And yes, generally speaking, men were the breadwinners because they would go out and fight wars and they would go out and protect the tribe. They would be hunters. They would be building these incredible pyramids that we see, right? And then the women would stay at home. And so for hundreds of thousands of years, women have been caretakers and they have been the ones to bring up the next generation. And for 60 years, we've shaken that all up and then assumed that we're just able to break out of this norm with no consequences, or that it would be better for women right off the bat. And I don't think that is correct. I mean, maybe for some women it does work, but for society as a whole, no way.
Okay, just take this scenario. For example, say an EMP was set off in the atmosphere above Kansas. It would knock out all electronics, all anything machinery related in the United States. Do you think there would still be boss babes in the United States? No, because people would naturally revert to the natural order. And I'm just gonna say, like, I'm not saying like that would be like the best thing to happen, but it wouldn't be a bad thing.
Would you? Okay. Think about this, Steve. EMP hits, bam, everything's gone. Would you send your wife out to go get food?
No. No, I was so close. Oh my gosh. Yeah. No. Dude, I would strap up full battle rattle and I would kick down doors.
You go out with the boys and you go get food.
Right. Just like in the 1400s, 1300s, BC times. So that this is, I guess, what we're trying to explain. These electronics and modern contemporary ideas are so far away, away from what reality actually is.
Yeah. Yeah, they've separated us completely from, and it hasn't taken very long, and people have completely forgotten
I love this comment.
Our role. Women don't change tires. Yeah, not really. I've seen some women be able to change some tires, but they're a lot more prone to injuries. Like men get hurt doing this stuff all the time. I've gotten hurt changing tires. I pulled like whatever muscle this is up here. I remember pulling that, and it wasn't actually at work. It was after a long, like I had like an 18-hour day, right? Yeah. And then I fell asleep for like 6 hours. I woke up the next morning and I yawned like this.
Oh.
I was sitting on the toilet and I yawned. I was like, and then I pulled
Okay,
I
Mo,
pulled this. I was like, huh? No,
dude,
it's under my pec. It's under my pec. It's like right where your stomach muscle attaches to your rib. Somehow I screwed that up, and so
yeah,
and it was a very, very stupid way to get injured. But yeah, I had trouble breathing for several weeks because every time I would breathe in big, it would hurt. So
it sounds like maybe that's a fascial tear, because you have fascia that wraps around the muscle. It's kind of like a sausage casing almost. It almost sounds like that's what it was.
Yeah, I don't know. I went on a couple weeks of light duty though because I couldn't bend over and lift. And
Can you imagine calling it to work, boss? I hurt myself pooping. Can you believe that? Like the boss is like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah,
use PTO. I'm just kidding.
No, it just one of those things. But yeah, women are a lot more likely to get injured because generally speaking, they don't I'm 200 pounds, right? 200 pounds. I've been doing it for a long time. I know the techniques. I know how to be safe when lifting tires and changing tires and all this stuff. And women have smaller frames and they can know all that stuff, but more than likely they're straining a lot more in order to do the same amount of work that I'm doing. Because when you're lifting a 200-pound tire and wheel, changing it, and you're doing 16 of them, it's a lot of it's a lot of physical labor. And so if you're 140 pounds of solid muscle, right? Just like 3% body fat, super fit boss babe, right? Wanting to change tires. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be a lot more difficult for her to change tires than it is for me to change tires. Just the way it is.
Are you sure? Are you a biologist like Supreme Court Justice Ketanji? Are you sure? Do you know what a woman is? I'm just being a little facetious right there.
Yeah. Well,
that's where we are, right?
Yeah.
But that's part of us. What we're trying to do here, we're trying to change. We're trying to counter culture, whatever's going on. I don't know. It's counter culture, whatever. We're just trying to be opposite of what they're doing.
Yeah, Incoming Pain says, life was so much better before this technology. It ruined the world. And now we want AI involved in humanity. That will go well. Especially like this new porn bot that Elon Musk is bringing out. I don't even know what it really is. But I know that it's like, I don't know. Elon Musk promotes like people having babies, but he comes out with this bot, this like sexual bot that
like you can have I believe, if correct me if I'm wrong, you can have actual conversations with this woman.
This little AI figure.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's just like stage one. You can see that they already have technology to where you can like deep fake faces onto people, right?
Yeah.
And so these bots are going to evolve. These chat bots are going to evolve, and it's going to be basically you'll be able to have a conversation of any kind with anybody at any time, because you'll be able to deep fake somebody's face on there. Like it's just the way it's going to be. And I know that it's coming, and it freaks me the heck out because I'm out here trying to tell people like, yeah, monogamy is good. You should get married and stay married to one person and build something completely unique and incredible throughout your entire life. It takes a long time and you're going to go through hardships, but it's great to experience that with somebody you love and trust entirely and who is devoted to you. You cannot recreate that with a porn bot, right? With that kind of technology.
No, my wife said this. You pull up your phone.
Oh my gosh.
Like an AI bot.
It's terrible, man. So I don't know how AI is going. I know for a fact that AI, and he brings up this entire technology. Like there's a lot of great things with technology. Like you can hop on a plane and go across the country in a day. I could come see you tomorrow if I wanted to. And you live in Texas. I live in Washington State. It's a long ways away. It's pretty cool.
I understand. It's cool.
But there's definitely something to be said, especially with like parents and their kids and them just like handing them tablets. I wanted to bring this point up earlier when Zen, he brought up that it's difficult to raise kids. And especially in today's time, it is difficult to raise kids because of the temptations of giving them a tablet or putting on a show or not spending the time you need with them in order to raise them to be good people. That is the hardest part about raising a kid, is realizing that they want your time and that you have to, as a parent, dedicate a lot of time to them. Like, they have to be, most of your time is to your kids. And it's like, yeah, you're not going to go experience nights out on the town as much, going out and drinking with friends as much. You can still do it if you want, but most of your time is dedicated to your kids. So yeah, the hardest part is resisting the temptations of technology, which have in a lot of ways made us lazy and complacent and have screwed up generations of kids because they're tablet children.
Yeah, it's exactly your point. I was going to talk about laziness. It's really easy your kids are aggravating you, and instead of you like, all right, let's go do something different and constructive because potentially they're bored.
Okay.
It's like, oh, I'm going to give them a tablet. Hey, shut up and watch this show, or go play video games or something like that instead of engaging with their children. It's absolutely correct.
Man. Yeah. So I misinterpreted. He said, I never said that. Said it was tough, and people, including parents, are forgetting that. Yeah. It is. It's tough, and it's not like, well, I mean, there's definitely been times where I've butted heads with my kid, and like, I've wanted to throw him through a wall. Never have, not once. Just wanted to.
It's been close.
I think he gets his stubbornness from me because
probably
like he'll put his foot down and then like he will not budge. And I'm like, dude, God.
If you weren't my son right now, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Is assault and battery still a crime? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like, dude, I've taken away everything in his room apart from his mattress, like every toy, everything. And he does not budge. He's just like, fine, go ahead. He's like, I don't care. I'm like, geez. I mean, it's good that he's not materialistic. So
true.
And he's stubborn. So maybe he'll resist tyranny. So that's great. Good job, kid. As much as I hate this right now, there's some good traits I'm seeing out of you. That way, when the $1 trillion propaganda machine comes down and tells you to get a vaccine, this experimental vaccine, you can say no. So,
fair enough. Well,
as much as I hate it, it's a good trait. It's a good trait to have.
Very true.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is a very good episode. I've really enjoyed this one. This was very, very interactive.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Video games and YouTube are the new babysitters, which is again, resisting that kind of temptation is very difficult.
True.
And I'd be a liar if I said I mean, we don't have a tablet, but there's been times where I'm like, dude, I am exhausted. Leave me alone. And most of the time I just kick him outside. But every once in a while I'm like, go watch your YouTube. Go watch something stupid. But it's not a common occurrence. And for the most part, I'm like, just go outside and play with a stick or something. He's like, there's nothing to do. I'm like, well, that's too bad.
Go outside.
There's woods, man. You got dogs and woods.
Yes.
And a fort that we built together. Go play in the fort. I don't care what you do. Just don't be in the house and don't be bugging me right now. Not always,
Troll.
But
This is such a good, funny comment from from Troll. He's like, I'm 13 and my mom is at work. That's why I'm here. Obviously, he's not 13, but such a good comment. Makes me laugh all the time. Thank you, Troll, for being highly engaging in this.
See, this is good for kids. My dad was a musician. I helped him pick up beer bottles after the show. See, that's it's not bad. I mean, when my son was 3, I taught him how to get me a beer. Like, hey, go get daddy a soda.
Yeah. Oh, a soda.
A soda.
One of those funny sodas.
And adult sodas. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. It's a good trick.
We have all in all, we have over 11,000. We're almost at 12,000. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in, sharing this podcast. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. And I mean, man, in all reality, you guys are the only reason we're here. And
that's very true.
I do want to bring this up again before we get out of here. The Give, Send, Go for Joshua Holm.
Please.
Because this is important. On Steve's page today, you can see that he did take his first step in 3 years. And he does have a Give, Send, Go. We're trying to raise $150,000 for him. We are currently at $7,518. That way we can get him walking again. And it's givesendgo.com/finishthisfight is what it is. So, and we will be back on Wednesday and on Friday. Friday will be our conspiracy theory special with Tom McDonald.
So
Wednesday is just going to be me and Steve, just us two grifters coming at, raising money for other people and stuff.
Ooh.
Grifting our way to.
Yeah, I know, right? I do. Anybody that is out there that would like to join the live stream, we would like to. So what we like to do is we like to have our normal shows, but we also like to uplift patriots and people that want to come onto our live stream. So if you want to, please DM one of the two of us, and we'll get you on the show on Wednesday if you want to.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, we had Thomas on not that long ago.
Mm-hmm. And Patriotic American, really cool. Also known as Drew.
Yeah, that was a lot of great. Jordan Thomas. If you guys haven't seen that episode, actually, I don't think I put him in the title itself. But he came on. He sang for us. He does amazing rendition of the Star Spangled Banner and actually a bunch of songs. But yeah, if you guys can, or if you guys want to come on, just send us a message and we'll bring it up. And yeah, manofsteel.com is Joshua's website. Go. I think it's the Man of Steel.
Yes, Man of Steel will direct you to the Marvel character.
Yeah, it's the manofsteel.com, which
Correct.
is Joshua Holm. And if you guys want to hear more about a story or learn more about a story, one of our veterans that took his first steps in multiple years today, which is really cool. But once again, thank you guys very much for joining us and chatting with us. We'll see you back on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Texas time. 12,000. We hit 12,000. So thank you guys. Please share the podcast if you can. I love you. God bless you all. God bless America. See you on Wednesday.
Peace.
My people of this country, and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough.
This is the Patriots Prayer Podcast. It's a tremendous show, one of the greatest shows in the history of the world.
This is Bryson Gray, and you are watching the Patriots Prayer.
PPN, you're doing the right thing.
On the Patriots Prayer Network. Thank you all.
PPN on your bumper.
I'm Tom McDonald. This is the Patriot Prayers Network. Check it out. Lots of good TV. Lots of cool people. Tune in. Keep it locked.
Know where I stand. I'm the white boy with the middle fingers in the air, dog. We don't give a what. 100 white boys gonna hold me down anywhere, dog. We think that you suck. My patriots the craziest. They ain't afraid of breaking fists on faces. If you really wanna taste of this, no safety tip. The same mistake and spray the clip. I pray you miss, cause if you don't, they gon' go wacko. Automatic gun smoke like tobacco. Never hit a lady, but it's pretty hard to tell if you're a girl or a they, them. There's these, that, those. I ain't never gonna take a knee for the anthem. Smack them. I don't give a damn, can't stand them. Gang full of randoms. Fan with a handgun. Run up in your mansion, leave it all abandoned. I was raised to be brave to the grave. United States, we love the country that they've been corrupting. Go woke and go broker if you ain't awake. My people of this country, and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flag.